Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. If you guys notice something different, I got my hair done. No more fake blonde. Oh, I don't know what that beep was. I think that was my ceiling. And I have my matcha, and we're here to talk about January sales. Also, I need a manicure. Sorry, don't look. I've actually been so busy. I listed about 100 items last month, which is good, but I know I can do better. So we've been a busy bee over here, but I wanted to film and show you guys what sold in January, what is kind of trending and selling quick now. I broke it down. Let me know if you guys like this. Leave a comment down below. I've done what sold videos before, but I tried to change up the style a little bit. So I broke it down into my top 10 sales, which are just some of my favorite. I try to separate that from the following category, which is the items that sold for over $100 profit. So obviously those are great and profitable items are amazing, but the top 10 I tried to do more of like favorites or things that sold really quick for a decent profit, even if it wasn't 100 plus. Only one of them overlaps, which I will explain when we get there. So should we do $100 profit or top 10? Let's do top 10 first, and then we'll talk about the over $100 profit items, which are also really important. I've been working on increasing my profit per item as well as my average sales price, and just sourcing higher quality items while also still working on volume without like overdoing myself or overexpending myself, I guess, or wasting capital, and also still keeping like my repeat customers happy, if that makes sense, because not everybody wants to buy super expensive items. Like people I interact with on Instagram on the daily, you know, they want more affordable brands as well. So it's been a challenge, but we're making it work. Let's dive right into the top 10. Okay, so the first item on this list was a super puff from Aritzia. If you guys know Aritzia or you're a female and you shop, you definitely know this jacket. It's been all over for the season. It was all over last year. This was actually the men's version, but I tried it on. It was tagged in XL and it looked like relatively normal on me as like a woman's XL as well. So I figured it would go quick. I was right. I picked it up for $29.99 and it sold for $140. After Poshmark's fee and cost of goods, I netted $82.01, which I was totally happy with, especially because this sold in only a few days. Let me check for you guys exactly how many days. So I listed this on January 5th and it sold on January 12th. So just a week. It took 1 week to sell, and that was amazing. Now, number 2 on this list is a pair of Rag & Bone jeans. This is a perfect example of a brand that, while some of their styles are no longer popular and they are out of season or out of, like, they're not trendy anymore, whatever the word for that is, they're chewy, whatever you want to call it. I feel like not as many people like Rag & Bone anymore, but this pair of jeans, I think they were called, I'll pop them up right here for you guys, but they were the Rag & Bone Maryland jeans in reverse selvage wash. So I saw them in the store. I believe I paid $20 or so. I could just tell from the style, even though the brand is not as popular anymore, they were a straight leg, kind of wider at the bottom. They had a cool like side stripe without being obnoxious, very relaxed fit, and they retailed for $500. So I figured they would probably sell for a good profit. I listed them for $175. Okay, so these jeans, you guys, took a little over a month to sell. I listed them the last week of November and they sold the first week of January. They were a size 29. I paid $24 for them. They sold for $148, so after cost of goods and Poshmark's fee, I netted $97.10, which is pretty good if you ask me, especially just for a pair of jeans. So we love that. One of my favorites from the month. Next up, we have number 3 on this list, you guys, is a pair of Lululemon pants. These are the Dance Studio pants. They were like new without the tag. They still had the pull tag on though. I'll pop it up right here so you guys can see. These were really nice. I could just tell they were brand new. People want this style, specifically if they're like a dancer or they have a use for this type of like sporty pant, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a track pant. But I got these for a really good deal. I paid $7.99. They were not marked up at the Goodwill. If they were at a different location in Manhattan, they would have been $19.99, but because I found them at a certain location that doesn't mark up better stuff, I got them for a great deal. They sold in 6 days for $70. I think the buyer made an offer. And after cost of goods and Poshmark's fee, I netted $48. Not bad considering they sold so quickly within 6 days. So I will definitely take that. Next on this list is number 4. It's a pair of mother jeans. These also sold very quick. I'll double check exactly. So they sold on January 4th and I listed them on December 13th. So they sold in about 3 weeks. A little under, I believe. No, just about 3 weeks. They sold for $90 on Poshmark. So after my cost of goods, which was $9.99, and Poshmark's fee, I netted $59.55, which again, I will take. There was also a $2 shipping discount that I gave the buyer, and they sold quick, so I was definitely not mad about that. Next up, you guys know I sell a lot of mother jeans, but I also sell a lot of Madewell jeans, and they flip quick for me. They're always cheap. I mean cheap, like $10. They're not marked up is what I'm saying. And they have like a cult-like following. Some of the Madewell styles that they don't make anymore, people know they just fit really well. So number 5 and number 6 on this list are both pairs of Madewell jeans. Let me pull them up for you guys. First is a pair of Cali Demi boot cut. If you guys ever see these, definitely pick them up. They sell quick for a lot of money. These actually sold for $95, and they sold, I listed them on December 11th and they sold on January 5th. They sold in right under a month and I made a good profit. Let's double check. So after Poshmark's fee and cost of goods, I made a $66 profit. Really not bad for a pair of Madewell jeans. Next on the list is another pair of Madewell jeans. These I also paid $9.99 for. They were new with tags. They were a really cool wide, they were called the balloon jean. So they're really wide throughout the leg and at the bottom, which is very trendy right now. The wider the leg at the bottom and like throughout, I feel the better. These sold for $70 with a no shipping discount. So Poshmark got 14 from the 70, I got 56, so my net was 46. And these also sold really quick. Let's double check for you guys. They sold on January 15th and I had listed them on December 31st. So right about 2 weeks, not bad at all. And they were a size 27, so really good size. Next on this list is number 7. This one, definitely one of my favorites. So if you guys are into reselling or you're into fashion, I'm sure you've heard of this brand. It's called SOLD. I'll put it right here, the little shirt that I sold. I found this in just the regular t-shirt rack at my favorite Goodwill downtown. This is a prime example of why you need to check racks and areas that you think might not have the best stuff, because people are not checking in those spots, so you will find a gem. For instance, this t-shirt that I found mixed in with literally 40 garbage t-shirts that someone had screen printed with the same logo on them, just mixed in. It was only, I think, $3.99 because it was considered a t-shirt, and it sold. It got a lot of attention, like 30 likes in 1 week on Poshmark, which is a lot if you don't know. And it sold for full price that I had it listed at, which was $70, which is crazy. Let me see exactly how many days it took because I'm curious. So net after Poshmark fees was 56, and then after cost of goods was about $52. So really good for a t-shirt, and it sold super quick. It sold on January 21st and I had listed it on January 1st. So right about 3 weeks to sell. $70 for a t-shirt. I will take that any day of the week. This is actually my first time selling SOLD On, which is amazing. I have another item from them listed in my closet. It's a really pretty dress. I'm about to relist it actually because it has a bunch of attention but hasn't sold. I think it will be better for the springtime because it's kind of like a lace number. Next on my list of favorites for the month, number 8, is a bundle. This is the biggest bundle I've ever done on Poshmark. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I do a lot of bundles every week for repeat buyers. I really appreciate my repeat customers. I say this all the time. Anyone who's in business knows they're the backbone of your company, especially if you're a small business. So I really appreciate them. If you guys are watching, I love you all. You know who you are. I try to give them the best deals always. They get first dibs after I thrift on live sales, and they always get the best prices. So I'm used to bundles with my repeat customers. I did a lot of bundles this month actually, which was really awesome. I'm not including all of them because it's kind of hard to show you guys the bundles. A lot of times I will sell things before I have a chance to photograph and list them, so it's not like going back on Poshmark where you have photos, so it's easier. I think you guys get a better effect for what I'm selling when I'm able to show it to you. So I try and pick the tops carefully so it's valuable information for you guys. But what I'm trying to say is I sold a bundle. Not my first bundle on Poshmark, but my first like really substantial one. I don't think this girl's watching this, but if you are, thank you so much because this sale made me very happy. So let me tell you guys what she got. Okay, so for this bundle, you guys, again, I'll pop it up right here. This customer, she liked a bunch of stuff in my closet and then added some stuff to her bundle. So usually when someone does that, I will send them over an offer before messaging, because if they're adding it to a bundle themselves, I assume they're somewhat interested. Whether or not they like the price I offer them is out of my hands, but this girl bundled a pair of Madewell jeans, the same wash I was showing you guys before, a Cali Demi boot cut. This was in a black wash though. Those were a size, I believe, 26. And then she also added a pair of new with tag mother yoke front jeans. These were a size 27. And then she added 2 items from Revolve. One was a super down new without tags little bustier style dress, really, really pretty. And then the other was an Ask for the Label little cowl neck bodysuit. So she, I think, made an offer of $250 and I countered at $275 for the bundle, and she accepted. The Poshmark fee, they got $55 of that $275, and then my cost of goods for everything she got was about $74. So my net earnings after cost of goods and Poshmark fees was about $150. So love that. This would fall under technically the next category, which is the over $100 profit, but I focused this one on a favorite because I was really proud that someone took the time to go through my whole Posh closet and like get a big bundle like this. I feel like not a lot of, it is really great when buyers want to do that, but I feel like not a lot of people shopping on Posh are looking to bundle like that, unless I guess they're in a shopping mood. Usually someone has like one item that they're looking for specifically, or they're just browsing and they'll maybe end up getting 1 or 2 things, but not a bunch like this. So that was really nice. That feels really good. And I'm wishing everyone who's watching this bundle sales because they make you feel fabulous. Next, let's talk about items that sold for over $100 profit. My favorite types of items. I have a good list here. I think there's 7 on this list that I had from last month. Again, there's probably closer to 10, but some of them I don't really want to repeat. Like the bundle I was just talking about was technically over $100. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm going to do my best to pull up all of these photos for you guys and pop them on the screen. Most of these were not on Poshmark, but a couple of them were. But I will try and give you guys a net number for profit compared to like Poshmark versus if it was on my website. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Whatever. Number 1 on this list here is a vintage Fendi chef bag that sold to a really good client who buys from me a lot. She is always on Instagram. She's super sweet and she bought it for her birthday, so we love that. I sourced this online. I got it for a good deal. I believe that I paid around $236. Okay, yeah, I paid $237 and shipping was about $13, and then about 4% goes to Shopify for fees and stuff, bank transfer fees. So after all fees, she bought it for $525. I gave her a bit of a discount because it was her birthday and she's a really good customer, like I said. So I netted about $250 and I sold it in a few days. I loved that bag. It was in amazing condition. I've seen it before. I've actually sold the mini version of it, which is also adorable. It's a pretty rare bag. You can come by them, but to find one in great condition like that is really a gem. So I was very happy that she picked that up. Next on this list, number 2 is a Love Shack fancy dress that I was literally obsessed with. I'm looking back at my list and I feel like I actually didn't finish the top 10 favorites. So I'll do that next. When you can't count. Okay, so the Love Shack fancy dress is actually number 10 on my top 10 and it's number 2 on my over $100 profit list. Basically, I got this dress at Crossroads. It's a buy-sell trade, if you guys don't know. I got it for a really good price. It was originally, I think, $250 and they had it marked half off. it was my first time finding Love Shack Fancy. And this dress, you guys, beautiful, especially in person. I've read a lot about it online, and some people had worn it to weddings, and I just knew it was a great buy. It also had the tag on it, which I think it retailed for $6.95, and it was impossible to find online. There was basically none in stock, so I got it in a heartbeat. I also did a trade-in that day, so instead of paying the full like $120, which was the half off price, I think I paid $40 out of my actual pocket, minus the like inventory that I sacrificed or sold back. But that's kind of a different story in terms of cost of goods. I had this listed on Poshmark, and I went back and forth with the buyer for a bit, and she ended up going and buying it on my website, which I don't condone because you're not supposed to solicit off of Poshmark, but she kind of just did it of her own accord. So I'm glad she figured that out and got a discount, because she was commenting over and over that she really wanted this dress for her wedding, which I love and support, and I hope she enjoys it and looks freaking beautiful. Hopefully she sends me a picture because I asked her to. But let me tell you guys the numbers for this dress. So I counted cost of goods as $40 because the cost of goods of the other items have already been accounted for in my books. I was talking about the frame shorts. I really like the style of them. I'll show you guys a picture here. I just thought they were very cute and like, I don't know, edgy, if that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, they sold for $85. I paid $5.99. Poshmark paid shipping. Poshmark got a $17 cut, so my net was $62. Not bad, and they really only took like a little bit over a month to sell. So back to my over $100 profit items. I have a few left I want to tell you guys about. Next was a Burberry sweater. This was gorgeous, 100% cashmere. I had this for a while because I picked it up off season, and it was a heavy sweater, but it had the tag on it. It was over $2,000 originally, and I had just relisted it, so I was happy to see it go. This was another one that was on Poshmark, and then they went and purchased it on my website, and I ended up selling it for $430. And it was really cute. The girl emailed me after and said she had like a whole outfit planned out that matched and everything, so very sweet. I had paid $240 for this. I definitely paid up, but I knew it was really nice and I could flip it. And I got about $175 net, so not bad. I did have it for a while, but I kind of knew that when I picked it up because I picked it up just as we were going into spring summer. It was half off at the buy sell trade, so I just figured can do no harm. Worst case, I sell it next year, which is exactly what happened. I maybe could have held out for a little bit more, but I'd rather put that money towards new inventory. Next on this list is number 4. It's a St. John pencil skirt. This was a good flip. I only paid $20 for this at the Goodwill, and I had it listed for $175 for a bit. I had a couple likes, but nothing crazy. People who like St. John are like a very niche, older group of women, I believe. It is really high quality stuff, and someone bought it full price at $175, which was amazing. It did take a bit to sell, but I'm totally cool with that. After Poshmark's cut and cost of goods, I netted $120 on this little wool mini skirt, so that was amazing. Next is another St. John piece. This one I paid like $35 for. I bought this from an online auction that I frequent, and it was new with tags. This was also a very expensive dress. It was like $1,200 something, and it was a bigger size, like size 18, so I knew someone eventually would want it for some type of event. It was really pretty, embellished. I'll put a picture so you guys can see. But yeah, it sold for $200 on Poshmark, and after my cost of goods and Poshmark's cut, I netted $125. That buyer was also really happy. She left me a comment a few days later saying how happy she was and it fit beautifully, whatever. So that was nice. I'm glad that she liked it, and I always love picking up St. John as long as it's in good condition. Next is a dress I actually got for a really good price from Goodwill over the summer, I want to say. I think it was $9.99, and it's House of CB. If you guys don't know, really pricey dresses. A lot of girls from The Bachelor a couple years ago were wearing their dresses, and I feel like that's when they kind of blew up. But I found this one, and it actually looked really good on me, and I wore it to an event this summer in Montauk where I met Pilot Pete, which I did include as the stock photo on Poshmark because I have absolutely no shame. I'll put it right here. And yeah, it sold for $135 after cost of goods and Poshmark's fee. I netted $98, so just under $100, so we're gonna include it. And it was really, really flattering dress. It was just a bright orange color, and I wore it once, so I feel like I wouldn't really wear it again, especially because I posted a picture with like a celebrity in it or whatever. So yeah, I hope that the new owner loves it and meets a cute boy in it. Next on this list is the last one I'm going to talk about before I let you guys go. This was a brand I was actually unfamiliar with when I found it in the store. It was like $40, I want to say. But upon a little bit of research, it was amazing quality. It was like this eyelet midi dress. The brand, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's Couchenay Osh. Couchenay, it's probably half like silent because it sounds French, but it was just an eyelet midi dress. Reminds me of the Self-Portrait brand dresses. And I did a little bit of research when I was just in the thrift store, ran some comps, and I found the dress online and I realized it retailed for over $1,600. So I had to get it, and I figured even if it takes a bit to sell, if the brand is lesser known, it's really pretty, it's really high quality, like it will sell. And one of my repeat buyers on Instagram actually wanted to snatch it up. It was her size. She was like, I have no idea where I'm gonna wear this, but it's gorgeous and I'll wear it somewhere. So she got it. I hope that she's happy. I actually haven't asked her yet, but I'm sure she loves it. She paid, let me tell you guys really quick, $245 after cost of goods and fees from my website. I netted about $185. So we love that. That was definitely a good sale. That made me really happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Yeah, I didn't include my exact numbers for the month just because my sheets are honestly a mess right now. I'm in the process of cleaning up my books and cleaning up my life before tax season. So I didn't want to like fudge it, whatever. It's honestly not important. But I wanted to highlight the best sales of the month for you guys so that if you are interested or if you're a reseller, you can kind of see what's selling right now, see what's working for me, kind of model it for yourself, and just get a little inspiration. So I am wishing everyone good sales and good vibes. I will see you guys, if not next week, the following, because I'm really working hard to get back on track with my YouTube schedule. I feel like I say this in every video. Being the boss is hard, so we're doing what we can. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave me a comment if you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any ideas for like new videos, content, whatever, shoot me a message, leave me a comment. I'm always around, and I will talk to you guys later.